Welcome everybody to Mary Pierce Field here in Arlington, Massachusetts for this morning's high school football matchup between your Arlington Spy Ponders and the Belmont Marauders. Alongside Anthony Icomidis, my name is Nick Antonakis. AJ, thank you so much for joining me here this early this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me.
We have a rivalry matchup this morning between the Spy Ponders and the Marauders. They go way back, and over these past couple of years, whenever they've played, they've been very entertaining games to see the least. AJ, what do you hope to see out of the Spy Ponders here this morning to come away with the win?
You know, how you said about the rivalry, this is a historic rivalry. Both of these teams have battled game and game and game. You know, I just expect a hard-fought game. I think Belmont has a great defensive line, and I think Arlington will just be good. You know, we're hoping to see some big plays and maybe win a couple games here. Let's go.
Definitely. It's going to be an interesting thing, to say the least, for the Spy Ponders in order to try and come away with the win here today. They are going to start with the ball as Belmont will kick off to begin this first half. And the Arlington Spy Ponders have been on the road these past couple of weeks, finally returning home here today. They're 2-3 so far in the year, and they hope to even up their record and reach 500. As Belmont sends a grounder to start it off, taking it there, breaking to his left, and brought down almost, but he inches forward for a couple more yards. That's number 6. Jacob Kerbel.
You know, Kerbel this year, he's been good. He's been playing a lot of minutes for the Ponders, and we're just hoping to see some big plays out of him as he grows. And once he turns into a senior, I think he'll be a big threat for the offense.
Definitely. He's been the punt return guy for the Spy Ponders so far this year, and he's been effective in that role, as well as taking over in a slot receiver type role sometimes on the offense as well. So the Spy Ponders will take it off from just inside the 30-yard line, starting off from the 29. Quarterback Jake Sciano, a junior for the Spy Ponders, starts in the shotgun. Takes the snap. They're going to try and start off with a screen pass, but that's incomplete. Intended target was number 7, Marcus Jean-Jacques.
You know, Sciano's been having a great year this year. Again, just kind of like Kerbel. He's more on the younger side of kids, and we're just hoping for him to get more minutes and then more experience, too.
Definitely. Sciano's the third new quarterback for the Spy Ponders in these past 3 years. This year we have Sciano, last year we had Henry Burns, and the year before Tyler Callahan. So definitely a change-up in the QB room 3 years in a row, but Sciano's taken over the role quite nicely, leading the team to 2 wins so far this year. 2nd and 10 for the Spy Ponders. Sciano once again in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Breaking forward there.
You can tell Belmont's definitely coming out with a bigger intensity here. They definitely look like the top dog, but I think Arlington, give them a couple minutes and they'll really be on top and just...
Definitely, that was Caden Mills with a break forward there for about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and long for the Spy Ponders as they hope to get a conversion, hoping not to go 3 and out on this first possession of the game. Breaking from the huddle now, Sciano once again in the shotgun. 3rd and 9. In motion, that's Jean-Jacques. Sciano takes a snap. He's going to roll out. Tries to run it in himself, and he's got it. Wow. Tackled hard at about the 45-yard line. That's going to be enough for the first down. Sciano keeps the drive alive.
You know, Sciano's definitely a mobile quarterback. You can tell he's an athlete, probably plays a couple other sports. He just likes to keep mobile, does not like to stay in the pocket.
Definitely. He's proved to be effective on the scramble so far this year while still containing a strong pocket presence. We've seen him under pressure many times so far this year, and he's looked good, especially when he's been blitzed heavy. He's been able to escape a lot of plays that would have looked to be negative losses for sure, but he's definitely been effective in the athletic department so far this year.
Now we got Sciano lining up in the slot.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go Wildcat on this one. That's Stanley Pierre who takes the snap himself. He's running it out to the left side, but that's going to be a loss of yardage on first down for the Spy Ponders.
You know, Stan Pierre's another one. He has great leadership capability. You know, I see him in the class all the time. He's always that guy you want to be with. And I think he brings that attitude right on the football field and just brings these players up when there's needed.
Definitely. He's been a leadership role in this Spy Ponders team throughout his whole high school tenure. Stoppage of play. Did you say a Belmont player got injured, or? So a quick injury timeout here as the Spy Ponders break from the huddle. Second and long for the Spy Ponders. It's going to be 2nd and 13. And play is underway here.
Well, let's play.
Shiano in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands it off. That's Mills breaking forward for a big gain.
Mills is dominant this year. You know, he's got the big body, and again, he's another one of those young players, just like Kerbal, just like Shiano, and he really brings leadership to the team. He's going to be a big threat when he's in his senior year.
He's been electric so far this year for the Spy Ponders in the running game, and he keeps that streak alive for about a 9-yard gain there. It's going to be 3rd and short, about 3rd and 4 on this one for the Spy Ponders. From about the 49-yard line, just crossing into Marauders territory.
Again, we got Shiano lined up in the slot here.
Mills in the backfield for the Spy Ponders. Takes the snap. They're going to go Wildcat once again, breaking forward. That's Stan Pierre. Takes a hit and drives forward for a couple more yards. A 1st down and more. Spy Ponders once again convert on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions so far here today.
You know, the Spy Ponders offense, I think they got a different offense than last year. They seem far more aggressive and far more new to try some different plays compared to our past years.
Definitely. The Spy Ponders are taking a little bit of a passive route than what we've seen throughout the past couple of games from them so far. Only attempting 1 pass, which was incomplete on a screen. But, yeah, as you said, they've been a lot more innovative on the offense so far this year, and they hope to keep that streak alive as they continue to drive down the field. 1st and 10. Shiano, time in the pocket. He's going to look long down the field and just out of reach of Stan Pierre.
And Pierre wanted that one. You could tell.
Oh, yeah, he would have loved to score on that one. But it's incomplete either way. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Spy Ponders. And that's, as you said, AJ, you know, they're going for a risky style of play. Once they start off passive, they change it up right away with a big shot on 1st down.
You know, I think that's what they want. They want to set the momentum for the game. And I think if you set this momentum, Belmont's not going to know what to do.
Definitely. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line now. Shiano with Mills to his right. In motion, Jean-Jacques once again takes the snap. He's going to directly hand it off to him. Breaking out to his right for a good gain on that one. Breaking down the sideline and finally pushed out of bounds just inside the 15-yard line. A huge gain for Marcus Jean-Jacques as he breaks down with speed down the sideline.
That was great momentum for the Ponders. I think they definitely needed a big play like that to gain a lot of yardage. Let's see what they do in the red zone.
Yeah, the Spy Ponders have proved to be a little bit iffy in the red zone so far this year. A lot of their scores have been from long distance, so hopefully they can tighten up on their red zone play and get 7 points here. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line, it seems.
You know, I definitely think if you're Arlington right now, you might want to just stick to the textbook basics and maybe just go for a run, but we'll see what happens.
4 receivers out to Shiano's left and right, but they're going to elect to run with Mills through the middle. Trucks forward, and it looks to gain about 4 on that one, as it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Spy Ponders. So the Belmont defense is on their heels right now as the Spy Ponders continue to drive down the field. A very innovative first drive for the Spy Ponders, to say the least, but still staying consistent throughout this drive as they look to continue to drive and score on this one.
You know, I definitely think if you're Belmont defense right now, you're definitely looking to push those gaps. You don't want Arlington to break free on a run. You got fast, big players here.
Shiano's going to take it himself now, break through the middle, and he slipped up there. He had a gap, but unfortunately he slipped.
You know, I think he would have been all over that if he broke through that gap and didn't slip, definitely.
Yeah, Shiano's definitely upset with himself on that one. It's going to be 3rd down for the Spy Ponders. And yeah, this is just reflecting a little bit of what I was saying about the red zone. They've been a little bit iffy in the red zone, but you know, they've been consistent on 3rd down conversions so far here on this first drive. So 2 for 2 so far on the 3rd down conversion, so hopefully they can make it 3 for 3.
You know, the red zone, it's tricky. You see professional teams, just like the Patriots right now this year. It's tricky to get through the red zone.
So it's going to be 3rd down for the Spy Ponders now.
Give it to Mills again.
Yeah, Mills lined up to Shiano's left. They might be going for another run play. Play action. Shiano with time. Looks, throws, caught. Stan Pierre gets the 1st down and is pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
That was a great play by Shiano and Stan. I think they got great chemistry this year, and definitely those slant routes, they work. Doing a great job.
Definitely. The Spy Ponders offensive line gave Shiano enough time to complete that pass in the pocket as well. So a good play all around from the Spy Ponders as they get the third down conversion. 3 for 3 on third down so far here today as the Spy Ponders go first and goal. Once again, they're going to try and run Wildcat as Mills is in the pocket. Takes the snap directly, drives forward, and
Did he get it?
I think they're going to mark him 1 yard short. But Spy Ponders are going to go hurry-up offense on this one. They're going to run it back again with Mills. Takes the snap, tries to drive forward, and that's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
6 points on the board for the Spy Ponders. Caden Mills with a huge drive, plenty of runs, and now capping it off with a touchdown to end it. 6-0 Spy Ponders. It'll be 7-0 if they can get this extra point.
You know, that was such a well-developed play.
So they're going to go for a 2-point conversion. The extra point, excuse me. Sorry, we have a little bit of static going on right now. But looks to be a false start, but he's going to get it. Oh, man,
It is.
It's good.
Seems to be some confusion on the Ponders offense right now.
Yeah, I think there was a false start on the play. Oh. So there's a false start on the play on Belmont's side of things. As it looks like, I think the Spy Ponders would just go with it. I believe they made that extra point. But now they're actually going to go for 2 off the flag. Caden Mills, once again, going Wildcat. He's going to try and run it in, and he gets in. 2-point conversion is good. Spy Ponders will go up 8-0. All right, so we got AJ back.
I'm back, folks.
As we,
You know, that's a great play by the Ponders. I think this momentum is really going to keep them throughout the game. We can just hope they keep this intensity. From, I think, last games, a lot of the things that they've been doing is just kind of dying out in those past quarters. And I think if they can keep this momentum and keep this intensity, that's what's going to win them this game.
Yeah, for sure. As the Spy Ponders will go on the defensive side of the ball now, electing to kick it away. They're not electing. They have to kick it away, but Spy Ponders will give it off to the Marauders with 6 minutes, 24 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Spy Ponders lead 8-0.
You know, I think the nerves are definitely a little more down, too. Typically, we have our games on Friday nights, and you got a packed crowd of students. But I think the nerves might be a little more chilled out, and this kind of seems like a scrimmage game for the Ponders, and I think that might help with a lot this game.
Definitely. The Spy Ponders have been putting a lot of energizing atmospheres, to say the least, so far this year.
Definitely.
It hits him there. Did the Spy Ponders recover?
You know, I definitely don't think that was
they're going to call.
Playbooks.
Yeah, I don't think it was meant to go around that way, but Belmont recovers. They're going to take it at the 50-yard line. It hit off a Belmont player, and if a player receiving the ball touches the ball and doesn't catch it, it's considered a fumble. So the Spy Ponders obviously tried to get on top of that to recover the ball once again. I don't think they meant to do that, but definitely a close call for the Spy Ponders as the Marauders offense takes the field from the 50-yard line now. So they got good field position, although a scary kickoff for the Marauders. They recover and now have good field position.
You know, I'm really curious about how Belmont's offense is going to come out and score. I think they're definitely going to come out aggressive and maybe just try and get on top of the Ponders first drive.
Trying to catch the Spy Ponders offside there, as Marauders are taking their time with this play. Takes the snap. They're going to elect to go with a screen pass. Tries to make a move, but it's going to be a loss of yardage as Tyler Arno is tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2.
No, that was a great play by the Ponders. That is what the momentum, that's what they needed, I think, in this first drive. Now you can tell the bench is just into it.
So it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Spy Ponders now. In the shotgun. Takes the snap. Going for a handoff on that one. And they're going to get another stoppage. Another loss of yards.
That was a great tackle by Anthony Trumpio.
And that's Adrian Gurung, who was attempting the run on that one and unfortunately lost some yardage. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Marauders. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the for the Marauders, excuse me. Takes the snap, drops back, pressured, looks to air it out, and it's caught.
What a catch.
Inside the 40-yard line. Once again, that's number 7, Tyler Arno, with a huge catch for the Marauders. I think it's number 12, but there's no number 12.
Let's see what the Ponders defense comes up with here. Drop back.
Takes the snap. Oh, he's going to fumble. And that's a huge loss of yards. They're pushed all the way back to the 45-yard line. As that's their quarterback, number 12. Unfortunately, we don't have a number 12 on our roster sheet, so.
I think number 12 works good.
That's number 12 with the fumble. We're sorry we don't know your name. We may find out at the quarter intermission. We will see. It's going to be 2nd and long for the Marauders now.
7 in motion.
They're going to directly hand it off to him, looping out to the left.
Can he get through?
And he's going to get nothing on that one. Pushed out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd and 15 for the Marauders.
If you're the Marauders here right now, I think you're going to have to go with a run. Maybe just 3 if you can get through and get a block. But the pass game, it worked on that last play, but I think this Arlington defense is really going to come back strong on this drive.
Definitely, and the Marauders are looking to convert on a 3rd and long once again for the 2nd time here today. Got to keep your eyes on number 7, Tyler Arno, who has been a threat in the passing game off his one huge reception there to compete on 3rd down on the last play. Takes the snap, drops back, looks to send it through the middle, and it is caught again.
What a catch.
Number 1, that's Chris Cogliano.
And you got to give props to the quarterback. That's a hard pass to throw, and that
we got a player down. That's Cogliano who went down after that pass. He was hit hard.
That's going to be a big loss for Belmont. Hopefully he can get back up.
Yeah, he makes a big play there, and oh man, they're bringing the cart out right away. That is not good to see. We haven't seen the cart come on that fast all year.
That was a big play, and Belmont really needed some momentum like that, but it's a shame that you got number 1, Cogliano, to get injured there. Now, as Belmont's offense, you really got to wonder what the next steps are.
We still haven't seen him get up yet. Cogliano obviously had that huge 3rd and 17 catch just there.
You never want to see that from a player. I think at the end of the day, these are high school kids, and you just don't want to get any of them to get hurt.
I don't think you ever want anybody to get hurt. But,
that's also true.
But, obviously we hope that...
Oh, and he's getting up.
Oh, nice. That's always good to see when a player elects to walk off on their own. Hopefully we can see him get back into this contest, as he had an impressive catch there.
Classy move by the Arlington bench to clap. Classy.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Marauders now. Number 12, once again, in the shotgun. And I tried to figure out his name. Apparently nobody knows who he is. Takes the snap, and again that's going to go way over, and Belmont recovers.
That is another
If I was Belmont, maybe you would want to change out your center. This is a little bit iffy.
All right, well, let's relax now, Nick.
Hopefully they can get it under control as they're pushed back.
You know, Nick, I think you're right. I think they just took out the center.
Wait. Arlington recovered?
What?
Wait. I think we missed something here. I could clearly see that Belmont. Okay, so they didn't mark them with the first down before off that Cogliano catch. It was actually 4th and 1, and they went for a shotgun pass, which they fumbled. So Arlington's back on offense.
And there's a flag.
Nice. And it's on Arlington. They're going to push him back.
Yeah, but I think it was a false
5 yards. Yeah, might have been Jean-Jacques who was in motion. He might have moved too early.
Definitely.
Schiano in the shotgun. Jean-Jacques in motion. Hands it off to him. Another flag on the field. And no! Marcus Jean-Jacques down the sideline. That's going to be a touchdown, but a flag down on the field. Are they going to bring this one back?
They might bring it back, Nick. No, that was a great play. Jean-Jacques just broke through. He found the gap, and he broke through. But let's see what the call's going to be.
Oh, yep. No, it's on Arlington. They're going to call it back. Marcus Jean-Jacques with a hell of a run, but it's not going to count as the Spy Ponders are forced to go back as the flag was on them.
You know, you hate to see that. That's a huge, huge gain from Arlington, and that flag's just going to send him back again.
Definitely unfortunate, to say the least. Spy Ponders need to be more disciplined on the penalty game. That's 2 straight flags for the Spy Ponders, as now it's going to be 1st and 20. Make that 1st and 25.
Definitely. You know, if you're the coach right now, I think you might just want to give it back to Jean-Jacques. He's got this momentum. He's obviously an amazing player, has great speed and agility. And, you know, if I was Arlington coach right now, I think I'd run it back to him again.
Definitely. That wouldn't be a bad decision if you were the Arlington coach. Jean-Jacques has proved to be effective both on the run game, as we just saw there, and the passing game all throughout the year. So he's definitely probably your #1 target if you're the Spy Ponders. So it's going to be 1st and very long for the Spy Ponders as Schiano's in the shotgun. He's going to elect to take it himself, breaking through the middle for a huge gain.
What a gain.
Gets about 15 yards on that one as they're back within the 10-yard mark for the first down. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That was a great, great gain by Arlington. But, again, that's where those penalties really come up again. That would have been a first down for Arlington if we didn't get those 2 flags. But, you know, it's all good. I think we'll just muscle through.
So a timeout as both teams are turned to the sideline.
You know, I think if you're Arlington right now, you just got to tell your players to just keep this momentum and keep staying in the game. It's 8-0. You got to lead already. One more score is going to help you so much. I think you definitely got to do that. What about you, Nick?
They're definitely going to need a safety pillow against a tough Belmont team. We've already seen they've been elite so far in offense, so hopefully trying to keep that up. The Spy Ponders could use as many scores as they can get.
Definitely. And, you know, I think Arlington, again, they got a lot of injuries this year. A couple of their captains are out, so you really got to find that new voice for leadership on the team.
For sure, yeah. We've seen a couple players step up for the Spy Ponders so far this year, and they hope to come away with a win here. If they do, they'll be 500 on the year at 3-3 against a tough in-division rival in the Belmont Marauders. And it's always great games whenever the Spy Ponders face up against Belmont, and we hope for the same so far here today. It's definitely been entertaining, to say the least, as we're only a quarter in, 1:10 left in the first quarter. 8-0 the Spy Ponders lead, as it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Spy Ponders. Schiano in the shotgun. Takes the snap.
Looks back.
Has time. He's going to look deep. Long.
Can he get Pierre?
And double coverage, and luckily it's not an interception, as he was looking for Marcus Jean-Jacques. Jean-Jacques was doubled up on that one. They're definitely catching on that he's a a dangerous target for these Spy Ponders.
100%, Nick. And, I think Shiano, he really wanted to go to Gene Jock. And I think as a quarterback, you just got to take a couple looks and see what your other options are. Gene Jock there was double teamed, but it's all good.
Third and 6 now for the Spy Ponders as Shiano once again in the shotgun.
So that's Mills
in motion. Oh, he's pressured. Fired off to Gene Jock, and he breaks the tackle. Still pushing forward.
And he gets the first.
Gets to about the 40-yard line on that one.
What a play.
Great play by Marcus Gene Jock as he breaks the tackle for a first down and more. Move the chains, and the Spy Ponders keep the drive alive. 4 for 4 on third down conversions so far here today.
Arlington, they're coming out with a different view of this game. I think the fans help. It's a day game, I think your nerves fall down a lot, and they're treating this just like a regular game, and I think that's what's helping them so much this game.
Definitely. If they can get in that calm state of mind, they've been an effective team all year in those types of games. 100%. As Shiano will take the snap on 1st and 10. Caden Mills gets the handoff, and that might be a horse collar.
No,
they're not going to call it.
Don't see a flag on the play, but I will not disagree with you.
So a loss of yardage on that one as Caden Mills attempted the run. Already has a touchdown and a 2-point conversion so far here today to cover all of the scores for the Spy Ponders so far as they lead 8-0 here with 1:33 left in the first quarter. I believe we've gone back in time because I thought it was 1:10 a while ago, but maybe they reset the clock for some reason. So 2nd and 14 for the Spy Ponders. Shiano, pressure applied. He's going to try and roll out, but he loses a lot on that one. That was number 3 for the Belmont Marauders. That's
Andre Yardman. Great play by him.
So it's going to be 3rd and extremely long for the Spy Ponders now, as
right
they're
now,
looking at like a 3rd and 24.
Yeah.
But hey, we've seen crazier things.
I agree with you, Nick. I've seen some crazy football today. I've seen unintentional squib kick off the player. So I've seen some very different things today.
3rd and 24. Gene Jock in motion. Shiano, they're going to bring the heat once again, trying to go for a screen pass, and they don't gain anything on that one. Belmont defense coming alive.
Oh, we got some pushing and shoving over there.
Oh, yeah, Caden Mills getting a little bit fired up. Trash talking the Belmont defenders, but they got the best of them there as the Spy Ponders will most likely punt away. I would if I was their coach, but on that note, I think actually we reached the end of the first quarter.
That might have been the quickest minute I've ever seen.
As the Spy Ponders lead 8-0 at the end of the first. We'll take a short break here. AJ, what do you think that the Spy Ponders need to do to hold off this tough Belmont offense here in the second quarter as they're going to be forced to punt away as the second quarter begins?
The Ponders can't lose this momentum. They just went 4 for 4 on 4th and down drives, and they had 2nd and 25, so I think if they can keep this momentum, that would be huge. But, we'll just see what happens. And I think for Belmont, too, if you look at their case, Belmont's got some young guys. They got a good JV team. I've heard a couple big names on that JV team. I've heard some kid named like Dimash. So, we're going to see what happens there.
Yeah, they definitely have a lot of young up-and-comers on that team. We actually know somebody personally on the Belmont JV team. Panayoti, if you're watching,
we love you.
Come to the Goya Car Wash on Sunday.
But yeah, I definitely think Arlington's got to come out with a new set of look. But I think keep doing what you're doing. You're staying to the basics, and those basics are working. You 8-0 on Belmont, and if Belmont comes back, you just got to stay. Don't fall apart, definitely.
Definitely. They're going to have to keep up the consistency if they want to hold off this Belmont team, as the Spy Ponders will punt it away. Sky high punts, and it bounces. They're going to let it roll. It's going to be spotted about the 37-yard line as the Marauders take over on offense.
You know, if I'm Arlington defense right now, now you've seen a look at this Belmont offense. You've got to really know what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and I think that's what's going to get relayed to the players, and hopefully they can execute on that.
We've definitely seen that the Belmont defense has read what type of offense the Spy Ponders are, as they completely shut them out on that last drive. So hopefully the Spy Ponders can adapt in the same way that the Belmont defense has 100%. On this very important drive.
100%. Way to be positive on that, Nick.
Thanks. 11 minutes 49 remaining in the second quarter as the Spy Ponders lead 8-0. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Marauders. Once again, number 12 under center. We still don't know his name. Hopefully we can figure that out extremely soon.
You know, I think he just remains anonymous, and that might be a good thing. Oh, and he breaks through.
Tries to take it himself on that one, and I don't think he got much on that one. If he did, may have been a yard or two, but the Marauders are going to go right back at it as they don't gain anything on that play. They've been effective on the pass game so far here today, so maybe they should try and continue to send the ball through the air instead of trying to take it out through the ground.
100%. You had two big pass plays, and, you know, if I'm Belmont's offense, I'm going to go with that again. But, oh, we got a run by 12. Gets shut down yet again.
Wow, so the Spy Ponders defense is definitely catching on now. But, hey, we've seen this from Belmont, both drives that they had last drive. 2 runs on 1st and 2nd down, and then on 3rd down they take a long shot.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That long shot, you know, it paid off. It definitely helped them, but
it's a risky way to play, to say the least. But
100%. As a high
they've
school
converted on
team,
both passes. So
it really is. Like, you got to wonder. It is really risky, but it's paid off.
They're going to go for it. 3rd and long. 3rd and 11 to be specific. Spy Ponders bringing the heat. Has time, rolls out to his left.
And he runs with it again.
Didn't see any options downfield as he's tackled for a loss of yards. That's going to be 3 and out for the Marauders unless they decide to go for it for some reason.
Yeah, you know, a big thing with high school and a big thing with these high school quarterbacks is I think a lot of them really need to relax in the pocket and kind of trust their O-line. And if their O-line can pay off for them, that's going to help them a lot to get those 2nd and 3rd reads for your wide receivers. Now we got, I believe Arlington has the ball.
Yeah, the Marauders are going to be forced to punt it away here on 4th and 11.
Yep. We got Gene Jock in the backfield. Hopefully he can break through and get a tackle.
So 4th and 11, Marauders are going to punt it away. Oh, low snap on that one, and
it's a small kick.
Oh, but it's going to roll out a good sort of distance inside the 30-yard line. Marauders get a lucky bounce on that one as it's going to drop back all the way to almost the 25-yard line on that one.
Not the ideal situation where Arlington wants it, but I definitely think they'll make something with it.
Definitely, and the Spy Ponders look to try and come back from their last drive. Hopefully they can solve this Belmont defense that surely solved them on that last drive with 3 tackles behind the line of scrimmage for the Marauders.
100%. And, you know, you look at this Arlington roster sheet, and they got a lot of young guys, and I really think that that's going to help them in the future. And if they can really, if these older guys can mentor them and grow them into the Spy Ponder football way, I definitely think that's going to help them in future years.
Definitely. The Spy Ponders they definitely have a young core that they can rely on for years to come.
100%.
As Shiana will take the snap, 1st and 10. He's going to hand it off to Mills, who trucks forward. Oh, and it's a fumble, and Belmont looks to recover on that one.
You know, you never want to see that. You got to really wonder what Arlington defense is going to do now.
That's tough if you're Arlington's offense, because now Belmont has great field position with the fumble recovery. Did you happen to catch who punched it out there, AJ?
I believe it was number 8.
Number 8.
Kevin Logan. I think that was Kevin Logan. He made a great play there. And, yeah, you just got to – Mills, that was just a great defensive play, and I can't really blame Mills for anything there.
Yeah, he had a hole on the line, so he could definitely seemed to have room there, but out of nowhere came Kevin Logan with a huge play.
And we have a timeout
yeah,
here.
Spy Ponders are going to take a timeout to regroup off that one as the Marauders will take over on offense. 8-0, the Spy Ponders lead with,
The clock is running on a timeout.
Okay, so it's a 2-minute timeout, I guess. Yeah, it's a timeout clock.
There we go.
So that's how much time is left on the timeout, but we should have about 11 minutes left here in the second quarter as the Spy Ponders lead by a score of 8-0.
You know, and you really got to hope that the defense can shut Belmont's offense down here. You want to keep this lead, keep the momentum. I think if you win this game, you bring that momentum into next week and the next. And I think football really is about just winning the game, winning the drive, and that's all you got to do here.
Definitely, the Spy Ponders defense has been effective so far here today, so they look to keep that streak alive and keep shutting out the Marauders on offense.
100%. And again, you look at the Belmont roster here, and they also got a couple older guys, but a couple new kids. And I think definitely bringing up those new kids who aren't going to get that much playing time this year, just get to get brought up into the Belmont system, just like Arlington. I think you have those younger kids on the JV team, so I think that will definitely help Belmont in the future.
Definitely. So the Marauders will take it over from inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, number 12, once again in the shotgun. High snap on that one. He's going to try and take it himself, and that's a loss of yards once again.
Number 12 has taken those, I believe, 3 drives on his own. He hasn't really looked downfield, so let's see
the
what
two time he has have been very good passes. Yeah. So I'm surprised they're not trying to send the ball through the air more.
Yeah, I think if you're Belmont's offense coach or their quarterback coach, you got to tell number 12 just take some time, don't get nervous, and look at the downfield. Air it out. That's right.
Take a shot.
All right, it's not going to hurt.
2nd and 10 now for the Marauders as number 12 is once again in the shotgun. Number 20 in motion. And they're going to hand it off once again. He's got some room there on the left side. Rolling forward, a flag down. And breaking forward for a 1st down and more. We'll see what this flag is. It's a hold on the defense. That's going to go back. Loss of 5 yards.
You know, those flags, you really got to be conscious of them. And that's what you got to work on in practice. You got to work on not getting those flags. They really come to bite you later when you need in those big plays.
I was going to say it was uncharacteristic of the Arlington defense to have that big of a hole open on that right side, but obviously it was because of the hold on that play. So the Marauders are going to go back a big chunk. It's going to be 2nd and 12 now. Well, actually, it's going to be even more than that. It's looking like a 2nd and 22.
Yeah.
It's a 10-yard flag on that one. And we are underway once again, 12 under center. Number 4 to his right.
You got Belmont offense right where you want it if you're the defense right now. See what they do.
Takes the snap, has some time. He looks to air it out, and it is
caught. What a grab!
Oh, and he breaks the tackle, breaking forward, and dives for the pylon. Dives for the pylon, unable to get in. That's once again number 7, Tyler Arno.
Arno's made 2 massive catches for this Belmont team right now.
That's what I'm saying. Just to air it out.
Throw it, right? You know, number 12. I don't think he's realized. I think he's gone 3 for 3.
Yeah, 3 for 3 on passes so far here today for Belmont.
Wow.
We still don't know the kid's name, but he's having a hell of a game in the passing front.
And they run it in. Arlington gets a stop.
A huge loss.
They're going to be down a lot of yards.
I think they're going to push him a little bit forward because of his loss of forward progression. But
I think you're right. Yep.
Still, that's a sign from above. Stop running the ball.
That's a great call, Nick.
So it's going to be 2nd and goal now for the Marauders.
And it looks like we're going to see another run here by Belmont.
In the shotgun, once again, it's number 12.
Arnold in motion. Oh, drops back.
Oh, he dodges a
breaks another tackle. Wow.
And he's finally brought down. Wow, that was impressive.
What a play.
Ducked 2 defenders to dodge the sack on that one.
Wow, what a play.
But still unable to get in the end zone. It's going to be 3rd down and goal for the Marauders. 4 yards out from the end zone.
You know, we talked about red zone offense, and you got to score in the key plays, and we see the same problem as Belmont's having, just as Arlington's had.
Oh, and they caught him offside there.
Wow, that's
that was actually a good fake.
That was a really good fake.
Belmont Marauders coming alive.
I think you got 5 defenders on the D line to move.
It was ever since we mentioned Benayotti. He's bringing them strength all the way home from Belmont.
He's a great player. We know him from church. He's a great kid. And I think he's going to get a lot of minutes next year from Belmont.
I hope he quits football so he comes to church more. But either way, the Marauders will take over. 2 yards out from the goal now.
I think we might see a run, but who knows?
I hope not.
We got number 4.
If you're a Belmont fan, you better hope not as well. Takes the snap. Maybe they'll prove us
wrong. Number 12 runs it.
He's going to try and run to the outside, and he's in.
Got it.
Touchdown.
Wow.
Belmont proves us wrong up here in the booth.
And we
Number
got a
12
game.
takes it in himself, and with a 2-point conversion, this thing should be tied up.
I definitely think number 12 earned some credibility, and maybe we'll find out what his name is soon.
I'm hoping at halftime I'm going to go try and find one of their coaches or something. Just please tell me the quarterback's name. He's had a good game.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, they're actually going to go for the extra points?
And number 12
What is going on? Wait, they have no blockers up whatsoever? What is this formation?
I have never seen this.
Wait.
We have number 12 as our as our kick holder.
What is going on?
Nick, in all your years of commentating, have
I've
you ever
never
seen this?
Okay, all right, so that's a Patriots type play. Now they're going to line up. Why are you going for the extra point? Okay, timeout. What?
I
guess they were trying to mess with the Arlington defense, hoping they would jump offside or something. But I mean, it's a 2-point conversion. You're 3 yards out from the goal line. What's a yard going to do for you?
Yeah, I got a lot of questions about that play.
That's like the Texans. The Texans a couple weeks ago against the Patriots. That punt play where they were all messed up. Then they go to punt. They get a 0-yard punt for the first time in history. So maybe don't try those types of plays.
You really got to wonder. At the end of the day, it's high school football, and not really sure what we're doing there.
Just, play it simple.
And if you're Belmont,
run to the right.
If you're Arlington defense there, you're not really sure what you're looking for.
Wait. Don't tell me they're going to kick it again. They're going to kick it?
I think they're going to kick it.
What?
Number 12 is really being the Bugs Bunny of the Belmont football team. He is going to be holding the kick for this.
Tell me this is a fake, please. This might be a fake. If you're Arlington, you got to watch out. Takes the snap, and extra point is good, but they're still losing, 8-7.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions about that play. You saw Arlington go for the 2-point conversion. Why?
I mean, at least try it. It's not a 3-point game if you don't get it. It's still a 2-point game.
Literally, I'm with you, Nick. You've been commentating for a while. Why don't you think Belmont went for that extra point?
That's a great question, AJ, that I don't even think I can answer. Maybe when I go down to find out the quarterback's name.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Nick Antonakis does not even know the answer to that.
But, either way, I guess they're just trying to play it safe if I had to be serious about it. You don't want to go down 2 points, even though, you would still be within a 1-score game.
100%.
Maybe they're banking on a safety or something like that. They can trust that their defense has been effective on the blitz so far here today, and that actually is a good point to make. They've been super effective on getting sacks so far here today. Maybe they think they can push Arlington all the way back to the goal line and get a safety for it.
That's a great point. I think that might be really what the defense is looking for this drive.
But you never know. It was a questionable call to say the least. Let's see if it pays off for the Marauders.
100%. And Nick, you've been doing ACMi for a while. What kind of skills and tips have you learned that you've kind of brought up into your secondary learning?
I guess public speaking presence is one of the great things that I've learned there. Oh, and obviously, now I'm out studying at sports communication at Emerson College in Boston. Lucky to have the opportunity to come back here and commentate when I can for the Spy Ponders, obviously being an alumni of Arlington High School. And AJ, you're in your senior year now. I think you're sending out for colleges this weekend, right?
I am.
Want to change your career path going to sports comm?
It might be on the horizon. We'll see how it goes.
And once again, a squib kick for the Marauders as breaking forward there.
I've never seen 2 jukes in the backfield.
That was Dayron who got an interesting punt return there, but the flag is down.
What?
It's going to be on the receiving team, I believe. Oh, illegal block in the back.
Love to see it. Awesome.
So they're going to be pushed back 15 yards, I believe. I believe that's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, and I think Arlington's really, really being hit hard with these penalties, and they're really coming to get them again, and that's just going to hurt them each drive and keep sending them back more yardage.
Yeah, so that's an illegal block in the back. They're going to go back 15 yards. So, hey, maybe that call we had about the Belmont Marauders going for a safety could be correct, because they have the Spy Ponders pinned within their 20-yard line.
Yeah.
And they've been effective on the blitz all day.
We'll see.
You got to be careful if you're Arlington.
I know. I definitely think if you're Shiano right now, you really got to know that Belmont defense is really coming for you.
You can't take a sack.
You
cannot
take a
away.
sack.
In motion is Marcus Jean-Jacques.
And they give it to Mills, I believe.
Yeah, Mills is going to try and drive forward. He's not going to gain much on that one, as he's brought down for a gain of 0, maybe even a loss of 1, but they might stop him because of forward progression. But either way, it's going to be second down for the Spy Ponders. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, a gain of 0.
It's actually going to be 2nd and 9.
So a gain of 1. As once again, they're going to run Wildcat. Mills in the backfield for the Spy Ponders.
You know, Arlington's really been running Wildcat a lot this game, and I think it's actually come to pay off. Mills is a good running back.
Mills
He gets a
still
block.
driving forward.
Wow.
Gets a good gain. That should be enough for a first down as Mills drives down the left side of the field, breaking through the 30-yard line.
Great run by Mills.
Spy Ponders look to keep the momentum alive as they get a first down, move the chains.
You know, if you're a Shiano right now, I think you might be wanting to stick with the run, because I don't really think you can afford a sack and lose in the pocket. I think gain some momentum, gain some yardage especially, and see what you got there.
Yeah, they're going to run Wildcat once again. Stan Pierre once again in the backfield for the Spy Ponders. He's going to break out to his right, breaks the tackle, and now breaking down the left side.
Nice run.
And he's finally tripped up. Luckily, he only had one man to beat. Wow. Gets a big gain on that one to about the 49-yard line. 1st and 10.
Great run by Pierre. He's an athlete, you know. You look, he's got great plays. He's making great runs, especially this game.
Definitely. And the Spy Ponders, once again, keep the momentum alive on the run game, as they've been effective on Wildcat, especially so far here today. I've never seen a team run Wildcat this often.
I've never seen a team
and I think they're going to run it again.
They're going again. Shiano out in the slot.
This time it's Jean-Jacques in the backfield. Takes the snap, breaks to his left, gets a tackle, and now breaking through, a flag down.
Oh, and he slipped.
And he has a first down, but I think it might be a hold on the Spy Ponders. This thing might be coming back. 2 flags down on the field.
I think you're right.
Yep, it's a hold on the offense. Send it back, and the Wildcat is finally defeated because of a call on the Spy Ponders.
You can tell Jean-Jacques is frustrated. He just threw his hands up in the air, and I think he just really wants these plays to go through, and not these flags are really just setting Arlington back.
Definitely, and the Spy Ponders need to be more disciplined. Ever since that first drive of the game, they've been getting flags a little bit too often.
And I think once halftime hits, you go in the locker room, you really got to talk and really got to look at these flags and be like, guys, we're making a lot of plays, but they're not working because we're getting these flags. So I think...
Wow, they're pushed back far. Wow. Yeah, because I think it was 2 flags. I think they're going to apply both of them.
I think you might be right. Was it 2?
I don't know why they would apply both.
I'm not
Maybe
sure
it might have been a personal foul.
Might have been a personal foul.
If it's a personal foul, then you apply both.
Yeah.
But in real cases, you would only get to pick one. So Shiano's going to hand it off.
Mills.
That's Mills.
Wow, these penalties are killing us.
Wow, and this is insane.
Right? Like,
wow. 2nd and 22 now for the Spy Ponders.
No, in Arlington, I'm going to say they've been playing really good. These flags have just been really coming to hurt them.
Definitely, and the Marauders have seemed to be coming alive here as the half has continued. The Spy Ponders needs to try and bounce back a little bit here as we have 2 minutes 50 seconds left here in the half. Shiano once again in shotgun. Wouldn't be surprised if they go for a pass here. Jean-Jacques in motion. Takes the snap. He's got time.
Shiano, he's
pressured,
looking deep.
And it's going to be a sack on the play. Marauders defense comes up big once again.
You know, I think Shiano almost had it. He almost had Gene Jock
One
down.
more second and he would have had it,
Yep,
but
100%.
not enough time to convert on that one.
100%. And I think, you know, Shiano's a young kid. This is, I think, his first year of playing varsity
Yeah,
snap.
first year starting.
And he's really been exceeding expectations, I would say, just for what he's been. And as a, he's not a senior, so I think he's got another year to go. And he's really just learning the ropes.
He's been very consistent in the pass game all throughout the year.
100%.
Which is something the Spy Pounders haven't had in a couple of years. It's been a lot of, with Tyler Callahan, obviously, we had a lot of quarterback scrambles, and he took it himself plenty of times. Last year, the Spy Pounders were a run-first team, but this year, we've seen a lot more passing from Jake Shiano. He's definitely been effective in that department. 3rd and 27, they're going to run Wildcat. We could see an interesting play, or they might just be trying to play it safe. Oh, play is stopped. Might be a timeout. Arlington calls a timeout on that one.
We got a minute 45 left. You know, these 2 minutes, what are you talking about if you're the Arlington's offense?
See, I don't really know if they're going to try and chance something on this one. I wouldn't be surprised if they try and bomb it out for a first down because, you know, Shiano does have the arm to do that. But, you know, if you take a sack and then you got a punt from deep in your own end and give Belmont 2 minutes to make something happen, that's not a great sign, especially with a Belmont team who's been proven to be effective on the long ball. So, you know, you might want to just play it safe, run Wildcat, chip a couple seconds off the clock, make sure you don't lose any yards. But,
100%.
you know,
I think
from a fan perspective, you always want them to go for it.
Yep.
You want them to try something, but the smart thing to do here might just be to bite the bullet for this half and trust your defense to hold the Belmont Marauders to no points.
Yeah, but I think you just want to end this half on a positive note. You don't want to be going back to the locker room on a bad drive. I think if you keep this good momentum, keep this positivity, especially on the Arlington offense, that's going to help you in this second half.
Oh, I just got mentioned in a tweet. Number 12 is a sophomore quarterback, Jaden Arno. So, Tyler Arno's brother.
Wow. What a brother connection.
So, thank you very much for that tweet from Belmont Media Center.
Nice run by Mills.
Thank you very much to the Belmont Media Center out in Belmont. We've worked with them many times in the past, so I appreciate you coming up big there for us. So, it's another Arno. Let's see if he's anywhere on this roster sheet.
Jaden Arno.
He's not anywhere on this roster sheet, so
we're going to write him in there.
Jaden Arno is the quarterback.
We'll just keep that noted. You know, we want to thank all of our listeners on ACMi.
Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in for this early morning game here. Spy Pounders currently leading the Belmont Marauders by a score of 8-7. It's going to be 4th and 12. Spy Pounders are going to be forced to punt it away. And we just want to give a shout out to Jaden Arno.
Sorry for saying your name wrong, or we didn't even know it actually.
And obviously, Arlington Community Media, Inc. has volunteer productions for its sports coverage of games. So if you're interested in getting involved with ACMi, learning about sports production in any fashion, contact us at sports@acmi.tv. And we're lucky enough to have a full high school produced game for this one here today. A bunch of high school volunteers directly from Arlington High volunteering to get this game on your TV screen, so we thank them all. As a high snap. Oh, boy.
Oh, brother.
This is... You can punt it. See,
not
we saw
what
that
you
in the
wanted
Seagull.
to have
That is
as
not
soon as
good.
you got out of the timeout.
Man.
I don't think Arlington was running that up on the whiteboard.
That is... Wow. That's unfortunate. And now the Marauders are in a position to score.
You got a minute 13. You could definitely score in this drive.
Oh, man. And I'm fearful of the Marauders in the red zone after last time. They've been an effective team in the red zone, and
we might see another brother duo with the Arnos.
I really hope they're brothers, and they're just not. They just don't happen to have the same last name. They're brothers, maybe first cousins.
You know, we definitely end up looking like
But either
fools.
way, they're both playing very well, and the Arno connection has been alive so far here today. Jaden to Tyler many times for a lot of big completions.
I think we should trademark that, the Arno connection.
Belmont Media. 1st and 10. Good field position for the Belmont Marauders. Arno takes the snap. Oh, he's heavily pressured, and he's going to be sacked. He looked to his...
Oh, we got an injury.
Number 2 looks to be shaken up.
Dayron looks to be shaken up on that play.
He's going to go off the field. He looks to be okay going off the field now. Hopefully he can come back in.
And now we got Anthony Trumfield getting some minutes on the defense.
Yeah, he's been a big asset for the Spy Ponders, especially on the defensive line. So,
100%. I'm close to Trumfield off the football field. And he's a great kid. Great kid you want to be around. And he gets
another sack.
Wow. That is going to be on Han Bachwadi. He's going to get that sack.
Big play by the Arlington defense to continue to push back the Marauders.
No, clock's ticking still.
Yeah, so
Belmont's got
you never
one
know.
timeout.
Belmont might go for a shot. They might try and air this one out. This could be the last play of the quarter. Clock trickles down. Either that or they're just going to let it run. Or, yeah, they're just going to make sure that it goes down to make sure it's the last play. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. They're going to let it run. So that's the end of the first half. Marauders elect to run the clock out. They're going to receive the ball in the second half. The score is 8-7 in favor of the Arlington Spy Ponders. AJ, take us out for this first half. What did you see from both teams, and what do you hope to see in the second half before we go to break?
I saw a different Arlington football team than I've seen in the past games. They've really kind of stayed with this textbook approach. They run Wildcat, I think, like 25 times.
Yeah,
they've definitely been staying to the textbooks, and it's really been paying off. And for Belmont, I think you just got to pass more, be more aggressive on the offense, especially. These runs, they're helping you, but you're not getting a lot of yardage. And I think, and now we know, Jaden Arno has a good arm, and I think he's got a lot of threats, too, on the slot.
Definitely. It's going to be an interesting second half, to say the least. Belmont will receive the ball to begin the second half. 8-7, the Spy Ponders lead. We'll see you back here soon for second half action. Welcome back to second half action here from Mary Pierce Field in Arlington. The Spy Ponders leading the Belmont Marauders by a score of 8-7 to begin this second half. The Belmont Marauders will receive the second half kickoff to begin this third quarter. AJ, what do you hope to see from the Spy Ponders to hold off this tough Belmont Marauders offense that came alive towards the end of the first half?
You know, I really want to see some more intensity on defense. I think we're definitely playing passive, especially in cover 2 defense, excuse me. And I just think if you play more especially play more aggressive on the line, that should help you.
Oh, and a squib kick. They're hoping for a bounce here. Oh, doesn't gain possession, but now he does. It's going to be marked at the 25.
You know, I definitely think Arlington definitely struggles with some good legs for kicking.
They haven't really had like a kicker throughout my whole tenure of commentating for them. So
really,
this is better than what we've seen in previous years, I will say. I believe 2 years ago we had the tight ends kicking for us. So,
wow, you're really scraping the bottom of the trenches for kickers.
Yeah. But I mean, Aiden. Shout out to Aiden McGinty. He was an incredible tight end.
I actually think he's in the crowd today.
Aiden?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that might be him. I can only see the back of his head, but if that is him,
it's always good to have the Arlington
alumni
alums
show up
to the games. You'd love to see him on the bench, but it's all good.
1st and 10 for the Marauders from the 25-yard line. And now we know the quarterback's name, Jaden Arno, is number 12. Once again, a huge shout-out to Belmont Media, Inc. for providing us with that key information.
And we got a flag on the play.
Might be a delay of game, honestly. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, on Belmont.
It's going to push him back 5 yards. So it's actually going to be 10 yards. So 1st and 20. Spy Ponders might have a chance at pinning the Marauders to their own end zone here as they're inside the 20-yard line.
If we can get a stop here, that'd be beautiful. I think Arlington itself as a town is just a town of hard workers, and we would love to see these kids especially. And I think we have a lot of community fundraisers coming up in the Arlington area, and I think I've heard that there's a car wash going on at the St. Athanasius Greek Orthodox Church down the street. So if you're doing anything on this Sunday from 12:30 to 3, stop by and get your car washed for $10.
I'll sure bring my car by, AJ. Oh, looking deep downfield. It's caught! Over the shoulder throw.
And that was
brought
Arno.
Down by Arno. Arno to Arno connection once again. They must be brothers or something. It's talent is in the bloodline for this family as they move the chains and drive down the field.
What a catch.
And that's actually driving the nail home that the Belmont Marauders, we believe they should continue to pass the ball here as they've proved to be extremely effective on the pass game. Spy Ponders need to do a better job locking up man-to-man.
I wish I had a stat sheet here, but I think Arno is gone 4 for 4 today.
On passes, and I believe
so.
The other Arno has caught them all.
Yeah. Another run,
and it's for a loss of yards. Actually, they had Chris Cogliano catch that second pass.
Yep. Hoping he's
have we
doing
seen
good.
him back in the game since?
I don't think he's
number 1.
He got carted off earlier, and I'm going to say he's somewhere in the Belmont sideline.
Yeah.
Or somewhere at the athletic trainer.
He did really good off that reception. It was a great catch.
Yeah, excellent catch.
So that obviously explains why they've been going to Tyler Arno so much on the pass game.
And you really got to wonder.
Is in fact out.
And you got to wonder, if you're Belmont right now, why wouldn't you go to Arno again or just go to another receiver again? I think you have that momentum. You gained a huge amount of yardage. And Arlington's obviously struggling to cover man on Arno. So what do you think you do there?
Definitely. I think you got to target the Spy Ponders cornerbacks in this case. Hopefully the Spy Ponders can lock up more. Maybe start playing some zone coverage to try and not put the pressure on one corner to lock up Arno completely as it's second down. Dodges a sack there as he drives forward, turns a negative into nothing. So regains the yards that he would have lost. It's going to be another 3rd and long for the Marauders.
I believe that was a sack on Taylor Karp.
Karp has been effective so far this year on the defensive side of the ball. I actually
100%.
recognize that name. So 3rd down for the Marauders.
And do you go with a pass, do you think, here? I would.
I would have to assume that they're going to pass on this one. So Spy Ponders might want to play cover 2, like you were saying. Cover 2 man, put 2 safeties in the backfield.
Yep.
Try and double up on those receivers. But it looks like they're going to bring the pressure heavy. Arno in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his right. Maybe he throws on the run, and it is intercepted.
What a catch.
Wow, what a read there. The Spy Ponders cornerbacks redeeming themselves on that one. That's number 3.
Benjamin Nigro.
Nigro has been a beast on defense for the Spy Ponders so far this year. Gets an interception there, and the Spy Ponders regained possession off their first interception of the game.
You know, I know Nigro from school, and I think on and off the field, he's definitely a competitor. He always wants to be the best, and I think when you put that work in, the reward definitely comes out on.
Spy Ponders defender Benjamin Nigro definitely doing a great job reading the route on that one, jumping right in front of the pass. And obviously, Arno was on the scramble, rolling outside to his right as Jean-Jacques is in motion on this 1st and 10 for the Spy Ponders. Schiano rolls out. He's going to look to take it himself. And a fumble. And a clutch recovery there by the offensive lineman. That's number 52 for the Arlington Spy Ponders,
Anthony Alice.
Anthony Alice has been just saves the game for the Spy Ponders there as Schiano had the ball stripped.
You know, and I'm looking on the Arlington sideline there, and they have a sledgehammer. You know,
what?
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Oh, yeah. Wow,
and
it's real.
One of our captains, Yanni Gregorakis, was holding a sledgehammer.
I don't know if that's allowed. But
yeah, you know, you see it with a lot of teams. You saw San Diego Padres this year having their chain that they use. I know Texas, they use a sledgehammer too. So,
wow. Jean-Jacques once again in motion. He's going to take the handoff, going out to his left. Drives forward, gains about a yard. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Spy Ponders.
This Belmont D-line has really held in a lot of Arlington's runs, and I think maybe look down.
Oh, and Jean-Jacques, thank God he gets up. He's a huge asset for the Spy Ponders team. He's going to limp off the sideline, though.
Might take a couple snaps off.
We hope he's all right. And coming in the game for him, that's number 81.
Bruno Barros,
who's a senior for the Arlington Spy Ponders. We hope Jean-Jacques is going to be all right. As Schiano takes the field, it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Spy Ponders.
You know, you're Schiano right now. You lost one of your biggest threats on offense. I definitely think that you just got to focus and make sure those losses don't hurt you, because you still got a lot. You got Mills, you got Nigro. I think Nigro. Yes, you got Nigro. So you definitely got a lot of assets still on the offensive side of the ball.
Kerbal is definitely another asset that we could see in the slot as Schiano stops, takes the snap, and he's going to go down. As you said, the Marauders' defensive line has come alive ever since that first drive of the game for the Spy Ponders, and ever since that first drive of the game, Spy Ponders have put no points on the board as their offense will come off the field here, or Schiano's staying on.
I think this has definitely been a defensive-heavy game. I think we can both agree on that.
Are they going to go for it?
Running Wildcat.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. Maybe they're going to try and make the Marauders jump offside here. This is a risky call. Oh, they're going to punt. Innovative play and a huge punt. Goes all the way down, and they're not going to get there in time.
It's going to be down to 20, correct?
Yeah, it's going to be a touchback. That was a big punt, though, by Stan Pierre, I believe.
Yeah, that was an excellent play by Arlington. Well developed, and, you know, they've been running Wildcat.
Yeah, that's actually a great innovative play because they've been so consistent with the Wildcat so far here today.
I think we all thought they were running Wildcat.
Yeah. But they elected to punt. And as you said, the Marauders will be spotted back at the 20. So good field position if you're the Spy Ponders, as the Marauders will take over on offense. Jaden Arno, number 12.
You know, I hope we get to see some more passes from Arno. He's been electric on the long ball, and I think he's got some great slot receivers too.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Belmont Marauders. Takes the snap, and
snap.
that's a fumble.
Oh, they get it!
Arlington recovers. That's number 4.
Wow.
Darian Cherry.
Wow. They get it within the 10 in the red zone.
Wow, huge play for the Spy Ponders.
Wow. And this
And
crowd
once
is
again,
in it.
the snaps from the center have been a problem for the Belmont Marauders all day, and it costs them there as the Spy Ponders recover a huge fumble there. They regain possession from the 10-yard line. Schiano and the offense take the field. They're going to run Wildcat to start this 1st and goal.
Wow, great play by Cherry. You know, I think he is he's a sophomore this year, and he's been electric for the offenses.
And Mills drives forward. Oh, this might be a fumble.
The rule is that he's down. He was down before he lost.
They're saying the knee was down before he lost the ball. Close call there, as Mills almost had his 2nd fumble of the day.
Second down, Arlington.
Schiano's going to take the field now. 2nd and goal. Spy Ponders close.
We might see a...
Oh, and once again, Mills is going to try and pound it in. QB sneak. And
They get it?
Schiano, I don't think he got there. Let's see what the call is. They're going to call him short, 3rd down. Now, I'm always the type to say maybe you try and float one out to the corner on 3rd down. And then if you don't get it, you try and pound it in on 4th. But they're going to run Wildcat. Oh, a fumble! Fumbles off the snaps today have been detrimental for both teams. I don't know if the Spy Ponders are going to walk away with 3 points here on this one.
I don't think so either. I
think they're going to have to go for it. So, I don't know who... I think that's a... Yeah, I think a flag is down. This is... Oh, and the Spy Ponders are going to be moved back. Oh.
Again, these penalties coming up to play again.
That's a costly one.
You know, we're at the 1-yard line, and now...
That's a 10-yard penalty on the Spy Ponders. I think it might have been, like, illegal formation or something. They were just trying to scramble to the line to pound it in, but they're unable to do so. Well, actually...
Oh, no, we're standing at the 1.
Spy Ponders, I think, are confused as well as they go back to the huddle.
I think we're all pretty confused.
3rd down again for Arlington. Penalty was on Belmont for encroachment.
Okay, so the penalty was on Belmont, and it doesn't go anywhere because they're that close, so they're just going to replay 3rd down. So that was confusing, to say the least.
The play is under review.
The play is under review, but Schiano now under center. Ref, I think, now they're going to go through, play the game. 3rd and goal, 1 yard out. Schiano might try and float one out. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the corner, takes the snap. He's going to try and take it himself. And he's in.
Got it.
Touchdown, Spy Ponders. Jake Schiano takes it himself, and the Spy Ponders get another score on the board.
Nice play by the Ponders. You know, I don't want to say they got lucky, but that helped them a lot.
That was big. Now, this is actually a bigger extra point or 2-point conversion than it seems to be.
It is because
if Belmont gets to stop here, go ahead, you explain it.
So basically, if Belmont gets a stop here and Belmont gets another touchdown and they score a field goal, the game's tied. If Arlington can convert on this and get the 2-pointer or get a field goal, they will be either 2 or 3 points ahead if Belmont scores another touchdown.
So if the Belmont Marauders can hold them off here, it's only a 1-score game, 1 touchdown, and they can tie it.
And they're running Wildcat.
Going to run Wildcat. Mills tries to go for it. This is important, and I don't know if he got it. No,
doesn't get it.
That's a big play for the Marauders. Now it's a 7-point game.
There's a flag on the
play. And Mills is laying on the field past the pylon, so he's trying to mark that he was, in fact, in, but the Marauders' defense has gone to the sideline. They're going to pick up the flag. It might have been on Arlington, and the Marauders are going to decline that as the extra point is no good.
You know, if you're Belmont's offense right now, you just saw there's an opportunity and a hole.
That's a big momentum swing if you're Belmont.
You score right now and you get a field goal, this game's tied, and we have a brand new ball game.
Yeah, you get an extra point, yeah.
Yeah, excuse me.
No, it's all good. So the Belmont Marauders will receive the ball. with 5 minutes 46 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. So this is going to be a big defensive drive for the Spy Ponders. If they can hold the Marauders to no points, they get a huge chance to try and give themselves a safety net and score some points of their own. But this Belmont offense, I will say, when it's rolling, it sure is effective. But when it's not, it's been proving to be detrimental for the Marauders, actually hurting them more than it's helped. But they've been so on and off. It's just so
100%.
Unpredictable if you're the Spy Ponders.
100%. It's kind of like a snowball effect. You know,
yeah.
If you think of it, once that snowball gets going, just kind of like Belmont's offense, they're going, and they're going to be really hard to stop, especially on the pass.
Same can go with the negative, though. Once negatives start happening, they can continue to keep going, as we've seen with the Marauders.
That's a great kick.
Yeah, it's going to go all the way back. Oh, they touch it. Now he's going to got to take it. He's going to try and break out, and number 54 is all over him. You can't go back in your own end zone, whatever you do.
Nice play.
Dives forward. Nice containment by the Spy Ponders, making sure nothing happened to negatively affect them on that one.
Looks like they're going to be down.
That was number 54, Joe Corbett.
You know, Joey Corbett's been a great player this year. I know him off of the football field. He's a great kid, and especially on these big plays, that's where he comes into play.
Corbett? So Corbett with a huge play there to contain the punt return, and another flag is down.
Jeez.
Coaches for Arlington are upset.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there, but...
You know the coach's name?
Well, no, and all SBI games I have right now are being used.
You know, we look at Belmont's past games, and we've seen the scores, and I believe Belmont's record is 2-3.
No, I think they're 3-2.
3-2.
Arlington is 2-3. Let me double check that for you, but keep going.
Yeah, I think, you know, if you're Belmont this season I think might just kind of be a growth year, and especially same with Arlington. You have this good core, and actually, Belmont is 4-3. So again, you're almost 500. You just kind of want to grow and execute on these big plays, and each little play is going to end up to a win. It's like how we say it. Offense wins games, defense wins championships, and I think that's what you have to look for. Same with Arlington. You know, you got a lot of seniors on this team, and you can tell in their eyes that they want to win this year and they want to do good. You know, we've had these past couple of years of just regroup years and regroup and just
trying to rebuild.
Rebuild. So I think now that you have these players, you really want to execute on these big plays and win a couple games.
And this is a huge game for both teams. If the Belmont Marauders fall here, they'll drop back to 500. If the Spy Ponders win, they'll go up to 500. And vice versa, if the Spy Ponders lose this, they'll be down below 2 games behind 500, which will be a huge loss.
Nice play.
Huge tackle there.
That was number 54, Joey Corbett.
That's Corbett once again.
You got to love Joey. But I believe Belmont is down now at the 11-yard line.
I think the 11 of the 12. It's going to be second down for the Belmont Marauders, second and 13 to be specific, as Arno's in the shotgun once again.
If you're Arno right now,
for a slant on this one.
You know, I would look for a slant too. You got.
Oh, in motion. That's number 7.
His brother. Oh.
Handoff taken. Tries to break out to the left. Not going to gain much. He'll go out of bounds. Once again, Tyler Arno being given the rock, as it'll be third down for the Belmont Marauders. I'm not sure if they gained anything on that one. It doesn't look like they did, as it's still going to be 3rd and 13.
Yeah. No.
So the Marauders are faced with a tough task here, but once again, as we've seen throughout the game, Jaden Arno has been super effective on the long pass, especially on 3rd down conversions. He's got to make sure that it gets to his own receiver. He's been accurate, but...
Arlington's had some huge tackles on the run play, so I think, again, we've been saying it all game, going with a pass is going to help him a lot.
3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 for the Belmont Marauders. Spy Ponders need to stop. Arno.
That's going to be a false start. I think that was on number 20.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, and that's going to push the Marauders back. Wow. Yeah, as you said, that was number 20, Gordon Lasseter. Excuse me. Lasseter, excuse me. So Gordon Lasseter with the false start there.
Belmont Media, if you want to help us on the pronunciation, send us another
They've
tweet.
helped us out many times today.
You know, you got to remember, I think we kept forgetting, Arno did throw an interception.
Yeah.
He threw a pick to Nigro that Nigro picked off. So I think, we got some confusion on the defense.
I think Arlington's going to bring the heat. Might be trying to get a safety on this one. Might want to play it safe if you're Belmont.
We're going with a man blitz.
Need a quick pass.
Oh, it's a block.
Thrown out. Incomplete.
Is that an incomplete or a block?
Ooh. Yeah, no, they're going to call it incomplete. Might have been a tip pass, you're right. It could have been a tip pass and a fumble on that one, but they're going to say that he got the full motion of the arm out, making it an incomplete pass.
It looks like
so it's going to be fourth down. Belmont's going to be forced to punt from deep in their own end.
Yeah, 4th and 16. Looks like they're going to punt, and let's see what Arlington can do on this offensive drive.
Definitely. It's looking like they're going to have pretty good field position considering where Belmont has to punt from, but takes the snap on the punt.
You got a short punt.
It's not going to go too far. Dribbles out to about the 35, maybe almost to the 40. It's not even going to get to the 40. 38-yard line in Belmont territory. The Spy Pounders are going to be faced with a huge opportunity to create a safety net on this scoreboard. As Schiano and the offense take the fields, what do you think? How do you think the Spy Pounders should approach this drive offensively, AJ?
You know, I think you got to really, really focus on intensity. You have great field position this drive. You got to be conscious of the flags, though. We've seen, I think, 4 or 5 flags that have prevented them from scoring. So focus on the flags and be just aggressive.
Schiano's going to go from the shotgun. 1st and 10 for the Spy Pounders. Great field position. Jean-Jacques once again in motion. They're going to hand it off to him. And he breaks the tackle and goes down to avoid the hit. Gains about 3 yards on that one. Ooh, and he seems to be shaking up a little bit.
Jean-Jacques looks down again.
He's been dealing with something on his leg, and it keeps racking up, and now he's down.
You see him grabbing the bottom of his leg. Looks like it might be a hamstring.
His left calf or hamstring. Yeah, you might be right about that. But
no, again, that's how we said it earlier. That's a big loss for Arlington. That's one of their best assets and biggest threats on the offensive side of the ball. So we're going to see what they do, and maybe they'll get some more touches for especially some younger kids. Like I think Kerbal hasn't got any touches today, so we'll hopefully see some more of those.
Kerbal's been effective as a slot receiver as well, so the Spy Pounders might want to be trying to go for not as much of this passive run and then extremely long pass. Maybe you'll want to go for some short passes, some slot receivers, target some slot receivers, and maybe get some slant routes in there.
100%.
But Marcus Jean-Jacques is still down on the sideline.
Never want to see that.
This would be a huge loss for the Spy Pounders. We hope he's all right. We saw him go out of the game once. He was trying to push himself to stay in, but
I think he may probably just re-aggravated that hamstring or calf coming out again.
So the score right now is 14-7 in favor of the Arlington Spy Pounders.
I believe we got 4 minutes 44 seconds left, or 4 minutes 15 seconds left
here in the third quarter. And we're lucky enough to be here. My name is Nick Antonakis. I'm alongside Anthony Icamides, and these ACMi productions are brought completely by volunteers from high school students. So if you're interested in joining and learning about sports production in any fashion, contact us at sports@acmi.tv to get involved. Personally, I was involved with ACMi a lot throughout my high school tenure. Helped me gain a lot of experience, and now I'm studying sports communication at Emerson College in Boston. I'm still lucky enough to come back here and commentate for the Spy Pounders whenever I can. So this can definitely offer students out there a lot of experience in the field and real life, getting out there and learning about the things and doing it directly. So it's definitely a huge learning opportunity. I definitely recommend anybody who's interested in any capacity, whether it's being on air, off air, learning the technical side of things or what, it can offer you a lot of experience to help you later in life. So make sure to contact them, sports@acmi.tv.
ACMi also has a brand new studio space in the high school. All students are welcome to join or stop by. It is located by room 119.
Also in the high school, Arlington High School has ACMi has a new studio inside of the Arlington High School. It's in room 119. If you're thinking about getting involved with ACMi in any capacity, whether it's sports or even not sports, if you want to get involved with regular news or the Ponder Scope or anything else, stop by room 119 in Arlington High School for more information. So Dayron's going to be carried off the field.
You mean Marcus?
Oh, yeah, excuse me, Marcus.
You just never want to see that from any
Dayron's
person.
number 2. Marcus is number 7. As
the athletic trainer is going to check him out. It definitely looks like it's some sort of lower hamstring or quad.
we hope it's just a pull of some sort, but getting carried off the field is never a good sign.
And he's one of those players that just goes 100% every drive. And, you just never want to see that from anybody, how we said earlier.
So the Spy Ponders offense will retake the fields. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for Arlington as Shiano in the offense break from the huddle.
I wouldn't doubt if we saw a couple looks from Carble this game.
Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Shiano's going to try and take it himself. Driving through the middle, looks to get a first down there. Tackled hard inside the 30-yard line.
Another score in this quarter from Arlington would be huge momentum, I think.
For sure.
Then you're up two touchdowns from Belmont, so Belmont's got to really score and really pick it up, and they probably might have to go for some 2-point conversions, which they may not be comfortable doing.
Definitely, and if you're Belmont on this drive, you really need to stop the Spy Ponders. You can't let them be up 2 scores going into the fourth quarter, because the Spy Ponders being an effective defensive team so far here today and having time to learn this Belmont offense throughout the game so far, it'll be definitely dangerous to be down 2 scores against a tough defense like this. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Arlington Spy Ponders. Shiano once again in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Mills. Drives down. Might have gained a yard or 2, but the Belmont defensive line stuffs him.
I'm looking in the crowd today, and we definitely have a lot of alums. I'm looking at Beckenhughes over there. We have Woog and McGinty, who played a lot for Arlington last year. So I think it's always good to get those alums back in the stands and just support their team. And I think if you got these players looking up these alums who kind of helped them and mentored them throughout the season, I think it just kind of gives them another spark of motivation for sure.
Definitely. I've seen a lot of high school alums coming to games so far this year. Alex, as you said, it's the first time I've seen Aiden here throughout the year. It's good to see him back. I've seen Mike Pesaridis a couple times.
Mm-hmm. He was great for them. Now I believe he is playing college football.
Providence. I think Providence.
No. Maybe Providence. You might be right.
Takes the snap. Drives down the field, and that's going to be a gain of about 4 yards on that one.
I think you're Arlington right now. You're noticing that this run isn't really working. We've said it 100 times this game, but the pass is really going to help you. But if you're Shiano, you may not be comfortable throwing it downfield. The coaches may not want you to throw it downfield. I think that Belmont's cornerbacks are actually really good. So we're going to see what happens here, and hopefully we can get a score.
Plymouth, excuse me, not Providence. Michael Pesaridis is playing at Plymouth.
Way to do your research, Nick.
Hey, they both start with a P. So Arlington's going to run Wildcat once again.
2nd and 4.
Yeah, but Mike's been playing college football this year so far at Plymouth, as we said. So definitely good to have support from alums in the crowd.
Especially ones who went on to college and kept playing football.
Yeah.
No, Arlington, how we said earlier, it's a sense of community I think it brings you. And we talked about all these fundraisers we have recently. And so I think wearing those maroon colors and you see them in the stands definitely helps with these players. Just to give them some motivation, know that home court advantage is a real thing, especially in high school football.
Definitely.
And we talked about it. What do you think Arlington's goals are this season to close out?
Honestly, with a 2-3 record, if they can get the win here today, they could have a chance at slipping in towards the bottom of the playoffs. As I'm just going to go off that point for a second. We just saw Marcus Jean-Jacques stand up on the sideline. He's standing up now, not putting too much weight on that leg, but it's good to see him standing up, and now he's walking around a little bit. I don't know if we're going to see him back in this game, but who knows? He could warm up and come back towards the end of it.
100%.
But, yeah, in terms of the Spy Ponders trying to push forward for the playoffs, a win here today would be pretty much essential in order to get into the playoff picture for the Spy Ponders, especially against a tough team like the Marauders. Push them down to 4-4 if they can win this game. But both teams will regain the fields. Spy Ponders offense coming back on. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for Arlington as Shiano is once again in the shotgun.
You got Ben Niagara all the way out there in the slot, so maybe we'll see something from him.
Spy Ponders take the snap. Shiano hands it off to Mills. Drives forward, and he's still on his feet. Breaks a tackle.
Wow.
And finally pushed out of bounds. Huge run by Caden Mills.
Wow.
Oh, and a Belmont player's down.
Looks to be number 3, Andre Yardman.
Yardman looks to have gotten up. And they're going to sub him out for a drive, but he runs off the field on his own, which is good to see. As the Spy Ponders continue the drive, it's going to be 1st and 10 as they are inside of the 15-yard line now.
You know, I look at Mills, and it's crazy as it sounds. He kind of reminds me of Derrick Henry, running back for the Tennessee Titans. He's just a big force to be reckoned with, and I think a lot of these players are kind of struggling to get him down.
Definitely. The yards after contact for Mills have been his strength throughout the year as he looks to continue that production for the Spy Ponders as Shiano drops back into the shotgun for 1st and 10. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. And tackled for a loss of yards. That was number 28.
Nick Alice. You know, I played baseball with Nick Alice over the past couple of years growing up as high school kids, and especially when we were little. And he's a fast kid. He's an athlete. And I think Arlington really needs that speed from the loss of Jean-Jacques.
Alice is an asset on the defense of the Spy Ponders. This is the first time that we've seen him in the offensive scheme for the day, getting a carry there. As the Spy Ponders take the field once again for a 2nd and 14. Shiano once again in the shotgun, Mills to his right. Takes the snap, hands it off to Mills. Mills once again breaks a tackle, but there's too many Belmont defenders there to gain much as he's brought down once again behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, and Shiano had some weird Statue of Liberty play going on there where I think he tried to jump pass throw it, like Mahomes or something like that. You know, I think he was just kind of having fun.
Fake the pass, try and throw off a couple defenders. But
that's right.
Belmont defense read that play nicely. As we reach the end of the 3rd quarter, Arlington leads by a score of 14-7. It's going to be a big 3rd and 14 for the Spy Ponders when we come back for the 4th quarter action. AJ, what do you think Spy Ponders should go for on this down to try and get the conversion?
You know, you really have to execute. You have to score on this drive. I think Belmont's offense is going to come up with a couple passes, and they're going to be right back in this game. So you really need to score here, and I think maybe the run game has been working. I think Mills has been getting some really, how you said, yards after contact. So I think if we can stay with that, that will help us a lot in this game, especially score, and maybe go for a 2-point conversion if you feel it.
I will say, to credit Belmont here on this one, they've been reading the run pretty nicely over these past 3 plays or so. So maybe Arlington might want to change it up, especially on a 3rd and long. Try and go for some sort of pass play, maybe directly for the end zone, and try and get something on the board. And if not, then there's the question, do you think they're going to kick a field goal?
You know, a field goal is not a bad idea.
I don't know if they have confidence in their kicking team. That's the thing. Not a lot of high school teams can say that they have a real kicker who can kick them field goals.
100%.
I don't think I've ever seen a field goal over 30 yards in a high school football game, but
and you know, it's kind of crazy how, just to sidetrack a little bit, it's crazy how much high school football is different. I had the opportunity to go to Texas last summer, and those high school football games are crazy.
Yeah.
It is.
That's a totally different atmosphere.
High school football is their Patriots, which is just crazy. Yeah. So, you know, the talent is definitely dispersed all along the United States. But, yeah, I think going back to the game, you definitely want to go for – you need a score, 2-point conversion, whatever it may be.
Definitely, and it looks like the Spy Ponders might be going for a pass on this one. They got a couple of receivers
if you get just points on the board, 2-point conversion, whatever it may be, then you get the lead. So
I think they're going to go for it, the 2-point.
I think you're right.
Oh, well.
Way to be confident, Nick.
This honestly has more implications than it seems to be. If they get this, they're up more than 2 scores.
I don't know, maybe you punch it through with Mills. Let's see. Shiano runs it himself, and I think they got it.
He might be there. Ooh, no good.
Wow.
Gregorakos on the sideline was upset about that one.
You know, he's a loose cannon, that kid.
He's the senior captain for these Arlington Spy Ponies. He's out with a knee injury. We can see he has the knee brace on the sideline, but he's still acting as a leadership role for the Spy Ponders, both on and off the field.
100%. Now you look, this is a whole new ball game, Nick. If Belmont gets 2 scores here, let's say they get a stop and a score, this game's 21-20. What are you doing if you're Arlington? I think you just have to score again.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. This puts pressure on the Arlington offense, honestly. I would have just taken that field goal, that extra point, rather.
Yeah.
If they get the ball back, you got to be worried about not only wasting the clock, but you got to drive downfield. I think you got to get in field goal position and try and kick a field goal.
Yeah, you know,
You got to get something on the board.
We lost, I think we lost 2-point conversions.
Yeah, I think that's the second 2-point conversion we haven't gone on. But that obviously shows that our kicking team doesn't have a lot of confidence as we kick off there for a grounder, and he's just going to jump on top of it at the 20-yard line. So this is the most important drive of the game for the Marauders so far. Down by less than 2 touchdowns.
You know, if you're Belmont here, you have to score. Because Arlington's going to get it and probably just burn out a lot of the clock time. Give it to Mills. Just get a couple yard gains.
Yeah, if you're Belmont, you got to score on this drive, and you got to give yourself as much time as possible. But, hey, I wouldn't underestimate this Belmont defense. They've gotten the Arlington team off the field very fast a couple of times. But once again, the Spy Ponders, with an effective run game, can chip a lot of this clock off. As it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Belmont Marauders, rather, from the 20-yard line. Arno in the shotgun.
You know, is Arno, you think he's going to go deep a couple possessions?
Yeah, I mean, they've been effective on the deep pass. They just got to try and go for it. Arlington looks to be bringing the heat on this one, though. Takes the snap. Screen pass there is caught
by Arno.
And Arno tried to make a spin move on that one. Arlington defense with a good tackle brings him down behind the line for a loss of a couple of yards. As the Arno to Arno connection there is not effective.
Not effective, to say the least.
I got camera 3 back online. Yeah, you're Jason.
So it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Spy Ponders. For the Marauders, rather. I don't know why I keep saying that. And now he's going to take it himself. Breaks the tackle and drives forward. That's enough for the first down.
Arlington, I think they were going for the blitz there. They thought Arno was going to drop back in the pocket, but that just did not happen. So, yeah, you know, you really, really got to wonder right now, if you're Arlington, you can't let Belmont get score here.
No. Where is it? No. We gotta kill it.
Is that a yellow jacket?
Yeah, we've got a bee in the studio.
You know, I think we're both pretty afraid of bees, Nick. I'm not gonna lie.
As Arno's gonna take it himself. Tries to drive forward, and of course it's right by my paperwork there. I mean, come on, B.
Yeah, we're just going to social distance from that B.
And yeah, the B is just chilling right by our commentating desk. And I
think we got an injury.
Number 7 is injured. That's Arno. That's Tyler Arno.
Uh-oh. Looks like something with his arm, shoulder. Let's see.
And that's not good if you're a Marauders fan, because that is a key asset to your offense.
Not at all. And I think if you're Arlington defense, you definitely view that as a weak link, and you're going to probably force and make Arno feel, the quarterback Arno, feel uncomfortable in the pocket.
We. Oh, and he gets outside. Thank God. I had to step out of that. Luckily, the court is long. Could use. Oh, Carter's on the field, so they.
They could have
Got to delay the game a little bit there.
Yeah, you could have felt the cart maybe could have went around the field.
Yeah. So now that we're back in focus, no B in the studio anymore. 2nd and 7. Arno takes the snap, heavily pressured, and it's a sack on that one.
What a sack by Darian Cherry.
Darian Cherry with a huge tackle and sack on that one for a big loss. It's going to be 3rd and 7 now.
And Gregor Arcos is having it. He is jumping up in the air. He is throwing that sledgehammer around for some reason.
Maybe it's a Halloween thing.
Definitely not.
I've never seen it before.
Yeah,
Usually they have a gold chain for whoever scores the touchdown.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a team. There's some team that has a chain. I think it's the Georgia Bulldogs, something like that, some college team. And
we did at one point, though. Either way. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 16. A huge conversion is needed here for the Marauders. This might be 4-down territory.
Arlington needs to stop here.
Takes the snap. He's going to air it out. It is intercepted. Huge
Marcus Jean-Jacques. Wow.
Back in the game from his injury, gets the interception, and that's a costly play for the Marauders. Spy Partners get the ball back.
Wow. Well, we've been gushing over Arno's passing ability all game, and the fact that he just threw a pick.
That's his 2nd interception. I mean, it's not looking so great anymore.
I know if you're Arlington,
but that was good coverage by Jean-Jacques.
Great coverage, and for him to come back on that injury to give that Ponders that just burst of energy was huge.
Definitely, as the Spy Ponders could put this game away with a score, but the Marauders are not a team to underestimate, especially on defense. As we've seen, they've gotten a lot of sacks so far here today. Offensive line's going to need to step up and protect Schiano to get this score to end the game. Schiano takes the snap, hands it off to Mills, breaks the tackle, driving forward, gets a block down the sideline, and he's finally brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Wow, nice play by Mills. If you're Arlington right now, you want another score. You can burn the clock later. You still got 8 minutes. Another score is going to put you in such better field position and just in this game in general.
Definitely. If you give Belmont the ball back and they're still only down 2 scores, it's still a dangerous contest. You want to be up as many points as you possibly can, especially against a team that when they pass the ball, they look for the deep threat.
Got it. Bingo.
7 minutes, 48 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter as the Spy Ponders get a 1st and 10 now from the 22-yard line. Schiano once again in the shotgun. Marcus Jean-Jacques is back on the field.
Does someone want to take a piece of
Takes the snap. Throws, looking down the sideline. It is deflected and incomplete. Looking for Marcus Jean-Jacques. And that was actually Tyler Arno who's back in the game.
That was almost a pick.
Oh, just close the box. Close the bottom box. He's in the box. The B is in the box.
We're having some technical difficulties with the B in the donut box.
Maybe just take the donut box outside. Quickly. Good job. All right. So now the B can enjoy the rest of the donuts outside of the studio. Or the booth, rather. I don't know why I keep saying the studio.
Screen pass.
Screen pass is caught. Driving forward, that's number 3, Benjamin Nigro.
Pass to Ben Nigro.
I thought the B was gone. I heard them talking about a piece of donut. I'm like, the B's gone, guys. We're good. Then, oh wait, it's right behind us.
I kind of wanted some of those donuts too.
Oh, sorry. No more donuts. Unless you want to eat with the B.
Yeah. I just want to give a shout out to and Nick's actually brother who's watching us. I just got a text from him. Shout out to Andrew Antonakis.
Oh, God. Well, Actually, he said he might play football next year, so I guess it's kind of relevant.
I don't think the Ponders want that.
Yeah, I don't know if they want him.
Pass
And
to Jean-Jacques.
pass is complete to Jean-Jacques. Did he get enough for the first down? They're going to say it was enough. They're going to move the chains. Clock stops because Jean-Jacques went out of bounds, as it's going to be first and goal for the Arlington Spy Ponders.
So let's talk, Nick. If you're Arlington right now, you get this touchdown. You going for a 2-point? I would not. I'd go for a field goal. You're up 3 scores.
Honestly, I mean, I just say go for the 2-point conversion at that
Really?
point. Redeem yourself. You're up 3 scores. It's not looking so hot for the Marauders if that's the case.
No, I think you really just have to put your odds on the table. What's more guaranteed? I mean, I don't really know how good Arlington's kicking team is this year.
That's
So
true.
We're gonna see.
So we're about to reach the 6-minute mark.
Mills and shotgun.
First and goal, 9 yards out from the end zone, as Shiano's going to look to try and take it himself. Doesn't get there, and they're going to bring him down after the whistle.
There's definitely a false start on number 3. He was definitely going before that whistle, before the snap. So
On Arlington's side, or?
no, on Belmont.
Oh, so they got away with one there.
Yeah.
As Shiano goes to the sideline to discuss with the coach. Second down. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Spy Ponders lead by a score of 20-7. And if you're the Spy Ponders here, you not only want to waste the clock, you just don't want to give up a turnover. If you walk out of here with no points, sadly, this game is not, set in stone.
No, 100%. I think one of the biggest problems that Arlington's been having is just how we said, the red zone. We're seeing that same problem with Belmont, and it's hard to get in the red zone. I think your nerves build up. And you just got defense close to you, and defense is not looking to score.
Hit as he throws, and it's caught.
Nigro.
And a flag down.
I think he hurt that knee.
Nigro down. And he went out of bounds, too.
Yeah, he stepped out oddly. I think he caught it on one foot, and all of his momentum went down on that same foot again.
Now, not only is that detrimental if he's out, but it's also detrimental if that was a flag on Arlington. Yet to see a call yet from the ref.
Yeah, I know Nigro had some problems with his legs last year. I believe he broke his leg, so we're hoping that... Yeah, I'm just going to hope that nothing goes back and hurts that leg again.
Oh, man, he's still down on the sideline. So, no sign yet from the ref. And Nigro's still down. Oh, and it's a penalty on the Marauders. So that'll bring the Spy Ponders forward a couple yards. As with a score here, Arlington can put this game away. As Shiano and the offense take the field, and it looks like they're going to want to run Wildcat once again as Shiano goes out to the sideline. Mills is in the backfield for the Spy Ponders. 4 minutes, 56 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Takes the snap, and he's stuffed on 3rd and 4.
That was just not the read that Mills wanted to go.
This is a big 4th down, AJ. I mean, I might be making a lot out of this. They're still up by, almost 2 scores. But
you got to put your cards on the table. They're going Wildcat again.
4th and 4. They need this score, or it will be Belmont ball.
Runs around. I think
Mills
got
breaks through and scores the touchdown. That's a big play for the Spy Ponders. Caden Mills with a big play.
Now what do? You think we're going for a 2-pointer? Looks like
Why not? Make it 3 scores.
Well, Shiano's coming off the field. I think we might be going for the extra point.
All right.
Who knows? Maybe we'll run Wildcat again.
Or maybe a fake. I've always been interested to see a fake. Never seen one in a high school game. Oh,
offsides.
False start.
False start. That one's good.
Or offside, rather. You're right. Because it was on the defense.
Yeah. Way to go. We have our number 50, the kicker, Tommaso. He's actually a foreign exchange student from Italy. And I'm going to guess that he used to play soccer because he's got quite a boot.
Good.
So now is interesting. Do you think the Spy Ponders are going to go for the 2-point conversion now that they're a little bit closer?
You know, I wouldn't, honestly. We just saw Tommaso hit that field goal, and it was
out there.
right down the middle. So go again. You're going to be up 27.
The point of 10.
Just walk around the press box.
Gerald, one moment, do that.
If you see him, send it to me. If not, just come right back.
And it is
Nails
good. 27-7 in favor of the Arlington Spy Ponders now with 4 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in the game. Now, here's the point when if you're Belmont, you either throw all your cards on the table and just air it out left and right, or you just, throw in the white towel and basically just play this drive to prepare for the next game.
You know, I think throwing in the white towel is probably a horrible idea. I think 5 minutes is still a long time in a football game. If you play this right and you throw the ball, get it right out of bounds, you don't use your timeout, throw the ball, get out of bounds, you're stopping the clock each play. So I think each play you do that, closer you get in yardage. And you have Arno, who has a great arm, great cannon. So if he throws it and you got these guys going right out of bounds, stop the clock. It's just all about clock management. And if Belmont plays good clock management in this drive, that can definitely help them in this game.
And that's a key point to this drive. Like you said, they're going to need to throw the ball if they want a chance at winning. There's going to be running will be detrimental for the Marauders at this point. It's going to take too much time off the clock.
You definitely can't run. You know that Arlington's defense is not going to allow these players just to fall right out of bounds.
Kicks it out there. Marauders are going to return. And he has some room driving forward. Still goes.
Nice field.
Might be a face mask. That's a face mask there on the Spy Ponders as he gets inside the 40-yard line. This might bring him forward another 15 yards if it is.
Correct. And if you have that, now that Belmont's going to have this field position, again, I think they'll definitely be able to score on this drive. And this is a game of just time management.
Yeah, so call is on Arlington.
Now we see Nigro.
It's going to bring him forward a couple of yards.
Nigro is getting carted off on the golf cart.
Oh. We obviously wish Nigro the best, as he's been a great player for the Spy Ponders this year on both sides of the ball. As the Marauders take over from about midfield, Arno in the shotgun. They're going to need some big passes here if they want to get back into this one. And a flag down.
Flag on the play.
Somebody hopped offside.
Legal for peak at Belmont.
And Belmont takes a detrimental flag there, so they're going to move back 5 yards to where they originally recovered the punt. So 1st and 15 for the Marauders. 4 minutes, 21 seconds remaining here in the 4th and final quarter. Arlington leads 27-7.
I see Tyler Arno over there on the slot close to the pocket. Let's see what they do here.
Arno in the shotgun. Takes the snap.
Looks downfield.
Pressured. He's going to look to his left, and that's intercepted. Second interception of the game for Marcus Jean-Jacques, and that should do it.
You know, I definitely think that that closed the envelope on the game. And yeah, you know, Arno's been throwing a couple great balls, and that was just not one of them. And I think he got unlucky on the last play and the most important play. So right now, if you're Arlington, you're just going to run the clock out.
Yeah, you just got to waste the clock as much as you can here if you're Arlington. And that should be the game-deciding play there for the Spy Ponders. Marcus Jean-Jacques with a big day. His second interception on the day there, as well as recording a bunch of offensive yards. And the Spy Ponders regain possession at the 41-yard line. Shiano takes the snap. Mills to run it.
It's actually, I don't believe that is Mills.
Was it not Mills? Oh, no, that's 28.
That was Nick Alice. I think he might be the second string running back on this Arlington football team.
Oh, and there's Marcus Jean-Jacques hobbling off.
I think that leg is I'm not sure what it was. Looks like maybe a calf or hamstring injury. But he's definitely fighting through this pain and has made some huge key plays for this Arlington football team.
Damn it. So 2nd and 6 for the Spy Ponders as looks like they're going to continue to run it. Jake Schiano once again in the shotgun. Haven't seen the Spy Ponders go under center a lot this year.
Not at all, no.
As Schiano takes the snap.
Another run to Alice.
Alice continues to push forward, gains a couple more yards on that one. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Spy Ponders.
No, I think that is a wrap for Mills tonight. He looks like, I believe he's on the bench.
Yeah, he might be getting rested up for the next game as this one looks to be in favor of the Spy Ponders.
Who do we play next week?
3rd down.
No, again, it's just a game of time management, and Belmont could come back in this game, maybe score another drive, but it definitely looks like that this game is sealed.
And now a 3rd and short. Spy Ponders look to drive it in with the QB sneak, and they get that. Big play for the Spy Ponders, and the crowd is hyped.
There was by number 15, Schiano, 1st down.
So the next game for the Spy Ponders is against Winchester at home the 19th of October. Or no. Oh, the 29th, excuse me. I was going to say, the 19th already happened. So the 29th of October, Spy Ponders are back at home against Winchester on Friday night at 7 p.m. ACMi will be there to cover that. And actually, the last 2 games of the season are home games for the Spy Ponders as driving
Did
forward
they just
there.
get the first?
That was number 23 with a big run.
Nick Alice.
There was by number 23, Elijah Muhanuka.
That was actually number 23, excuse me, Elijah Muhanuka.
So a big run there by Elijah. As the Spy Ponders continue to drive downfield, continue to waste the clock.
You know, great time wasting from Arlington. I think they just burned 3 minutes off the clock. They give it to Elijah again. Oh, and he gets down.
And big loss of yards, but it's not going to matter.
No, not at all.
He does his job and continues to waste the clock. So another big play there by Elijah.
Look like it's going to be 3rd and 15, I'd say.
And the bench is hyped up with this performance. Good for him. It's always good to see a couple new players get some snaps. And Elijah definitely did his job on that play. So now under 30 seconds left.
And now you got Elijah going to the fans, too.
Takes the snap. They're going to run it again. And no gain, but again,
That's going to put him at...
they waste the clock. That was number 72 for the Spy Ponders. Getting a couple different players in this. That's Miles Donato.
Tackled by John Chiafaro.
And that's the game. Spy Ponders get a big win by a score of 27-7. And perfect timing because the Bee just re-entered the studio. And next game, the Spy Ponders are going to be back at home Friday, the 29th of October against Winchester at 7 p.m. And then they play on Thanksgiving back at home against Waltham at 10 a.m. So we'll be back here to cover the next game. From ACMi Sports, my name is Nick Antonakis alongside Anthony Icamides. AJ, take us out. What did you see from both teams, and what do you look forward to seeing from the Spy Ponders in these next couple of important games?
You know, I saw a different Spy Ponders team today. I think the nerves were a bit more relaxed on a Saturday morning compared to Friday night, so I think this was a relaxed Ponders team, and they just came to fight. They wanted this win. They knew what was on the line. They didn't want to go below 500. Who does? So I think great play by Arlington, and Belmont's going to come back next week and I think fight again.
So Belmont drops to 4-4. Arlington goes up to 3-3, and the Spy Ponders have another big game against Winchester on the 29th of October on a Friday night. That'll be a big game, and ACMi will be back here to cover that one as well. And if you're interested in covering ACMi games at all, make sure to contact us at sports@acmi.tv. Obviously, these are volunteer productions, so we could use as many people as possible. And if you're interested in learning about sports communication, there's no better place to start than at ACMi. So that's going to do it for us here today. Alongside Anthony Icomidis, my name is Nick Antonakis. We will see you back here soon for some more Arlington High School football action.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody, so much for joining us.